Good evening and welcome to CTN Lite's coverage of St. Louis Park Coon Rapids boys lacrosse visiting Anoka tonight. We are here live at Goodrich Field in Anoka during football season. It's commonly and lovingly referred to as the Pumpkin Bowl. Spring Lake Park, Coon Rapids, SLPCR in blue and red jerseys there. You see the SLPCR in white across the front of their jerseys. 0-1 record. This is just their second game of the season. They played Champlin Park this past Monday, a couple days ago. On the flip side, Anoka is 1-1, a win and a loss. They are in the white with silver numbers. That iconic maroon outline on those there. As we're getting ready to start here. Temperatures hovering just above 40 degrees, some light wind. One interesting feature to this field is there's a slight curve to it, especially on what's the left side of your screen right now. We get ready for this opening face-off. Starters for SLPCR, Chris Curtis, Jacob Curtis, Henry Leff, Leighton Long, Dean Romiker, Owen Spencer, Graham Truck-Fowler, Jack Harkis, Josh Orman, Nolan Richardson, and SLPCR has the ball to begin here. Working it just on the side of the restraining area on the wing there, backing out of the attacking third, passing that around. Walker Zeman with it there. Zeman probing on the left side, sends that around to his teammate. Ball is down on the ground. A little scrum for that. Tornadoes trying to scoop that one up and get it out of the end there. Got a player down. As the Tornadoes bring it downfield, trying to move into that attacking third. You can see the player take a step into the box there so they don't get the penalty for delay of game. As they look to set up their offense here. Top side of the field. Pass around there to Nate Anderson. Anderson passes it back behind goal. He's chased by the defense. Pass goes just over the head, rolls almost out to center. LSM there with the long stick, trying to pull that over. A little bit of contact in midfield. Good check to get that out. Ball's kicked back towards center. SLPCR still fighting for it. We've got a player down on the pitch, and we've got a flag. They'll play on as that one's fired out through the back line. Player still down out near center. And we'll see what time we officially have on the clock. We've got a 1-minute penalty on SLPCR. Obviously still earlier in the first period. And we'll wait for the whistle to get that clock rolling again. And with that play resumes, Anoka in the attacking third. Tornadoes look to pass it through. Good defense to knock it down there, but Anoka maintains possession. Moving it back around the point, probing the right side. Looking to maybe toss a low shot in there. That pulls back. That one's sent behind goal. Good defense there by SLPCR. I believe that was Nolan Richardson knocking that down. That pass is fired over the head of the Tornadoes, and it will be a turnover to SLPCR as they pick that one up. The Cardinals and Panthers combined boys lacrosse team here. About 9.5 left on the clock here in the first period. As SLPCR gains that offensive zone. I believe that was Romiker stepping in to the corner of the attacking third and holding it just up near that wing line, just past center. Long pass in. His teammate looking to cut around the defense, but loses the ball. That's down on the ground. Players trying to scoop it. Shield with their body. See the long D-stick sweeping it forward. Still down. Up for grabs. Some nifty moves there from Hunter Bennett. But SLPCR able to regain possession of that and bring it back up around to the point. Owen Spencer passes it up top. That's sent back up to the point for Spencer. Spencer looking to make a run. Fakes right, goes back left. Fakes a pass and hangs onto the ball. Cradles for a little bit and passes it over. Topside corner just past that attacking line. If you were here with me on CTN Lite on Monday, we had the girls' game. The girls have a few more players on the field. 9 players for boys lacrosse. 3 need to hang back with the goalie behind the midfield line. We'll see some subs coming off on the bottom of your screen and back on. As Anoka's got the ball now, they're looking to move it forward. Good run across the midfield line into the attacking end. Tanner Peterson with that now. Peterson, underhand toss back to McCardle. Mason McCardle looking over to the coach, waiting for a sub to come on. Gets that sub and starts his run. He goes up to the top side of your screen. Defense slides to cover him. That's sent back out of the area. Brandenburg with it now for Anoka. Passed up top side of the field, sent around to the back. Back behind goal. Hirsch looking around as he sends it back to the top. Long possession here for Anoka, looking to find a hole in that defense. Coming around back behind and taking a shot. I believe that was Wahlberg. That goes out. There's a yellow flag down on the ground. Anoka looking to work that ball in. Not a clean shot on that last time. Hirsch with it now behind goal. Looking to move around his defender. The defense tries to slide. He fires that shot wide, and it goes out the back line just to the left of the pylon. And we will get a stop. I think officially just past 6.5. We're going to get a holding penalty here. Looks like on SLPCR. That one called on Dean Rummaker. So he takes a knee near the scorer's table as we get ready to start play back up here. Anoka still in the attacking third with it here. No score yet. Pass to the inside. Nice clean shot there to the top left corner to beat the goalie. That'll be a goal for Devin Hirsch.
Serving for Anoka, number 3, Devin Hirsch.
Hirsch beating the goalie top left there. First real clean shot on goal that we've seen so far this game. Officially, I think 6:24 on the clock for that. We'll get our next face-off here. Still in the first period. 1-0, Anoka with the lead now. And that ball's going to go to SLPCR on the delay for the face-off. As they bring it in, gain that corner. You see the official's hand go up there to signify that they have indeed gained the zone. Run all the way around behind there. Spencer passes it off. Ball's moved back around to top side of your screen. Halfway through the first now, 6 minutes in. And the ball's tossed through everyone, goes out the far side. And Anoka brings that one in. Brandenburg running through the middle. And he gets it up. Good run for Anoka. Trying to get it passed through the middle. Tries to go behind his back over his head for the shot on goal, but not able to connect with that. Anoka does pick it up off the ground, though. Tornadoes with the ball now. McCardle comes around front, and that one's denied. Another shot. This one goes up high, out the back, but it will still be Anoka ball. This one's tossed up to that wing line on the top side of the field, back near the midline. And ball down on the turf as the defense tries to scoop that one up, get it out. Goalie fighting for it, he falls on that, and we'll get a whistle stoppage in play since the ball's in the crease. Chris Curtis back in the goal for SLPCR as they move the ball quickly forward. Nice little pass, long shot. That one is turned away, but the Panthers/Cardinals will retain possession of the ball here. That ball's down on the turf, and the defense gets to it. Down in the far corner there. Goalie out of the net, running quite a ways up there. Rostad getting a little inventive as that ball's down on the ground just inside the attacking third for the Tornadoes. Still trying to scoop that up and gain possession. Some good contact there. We'll get a whistle. Let's see what the official call is on that one. I think that's going to be Anoka's ball just at the corner there. So we'll get a restart on the clock. So Anoka's still with the ball and a 1-goal lead. Just over 4 to play. McCardle with it. Probes the defense, passes it around, and that's sent out in front. A low shot there, and I believe we are going to have a goal. Wait for the signal from the official on that one. That one rolled in on the ground. That was Troy Wahlberg, senior there. So 3:59 to go here. Officials at the middle getting themselves in position. Still early in the season for them as well. Getting used to the rest of their teammates on the officiating side of things. And we'll get ready for the face-off. Draw. Ball down on the turf. Let's see the long stick there of Ethan Oasi as he's past the middle. A little spin move as he fires it over to a teammate. Right down in the middle, that is Owen Spencer working the ball. Shot down, that one bounces and goes wide. The goal out the back line, but it will still be SLPCR ball. Clock's still running. Got a trip there, but no call from the officials. Oh, we may have a delayed call. Got a flag on the field. So it will be SLPCR's ball here. Wait for the whistle, just outside that restraining line, bottom side of the field. That one's fired up high and comes off the post. Bounced out. Anoka ultimately comes up with that one. Defender trying to get that one out. He fires that up to a teammate. McCardle with the ball now. He gets the corner. Bottom side of the field. McCardle cradles with his right. Defense slides to keep him out as he passes it back up to the point. Looks like we're going to get a timeout here on the Anoka side of things. 3 minutes left on the clock. 2-0 lead for the home Anoka Tornadoes. And another difference from girls lacrosse is you'll see those D sticks out there, the longer defensive poles versus the offensive ones. Each team's allowed to have up to 4 on the field. Most of the time, obviously, you'll see the defense with that. Some teams play an LSM, which is a long stick midfielder. They may sub a midfielder out for an extra attacker or an extra defender, depending on which pole they play. Some face-off specialists we may see today as well. The lingo for that one is FOGO, so face-off, get off. They try to win that face-off for their team, pass the ball off, get off the field, swap out for another player. You do have special sticks and heads designed specifically for face-off, all within the rules, of course. You may see at some point during the game, in fact, even right now, there's a referee out at center field checking the pocket on one of those sticks, making sure everything's up to speed. Do some random stick checks during the game to make sure everyone's equipment is up to par and legal. We'll get that yellow flag off the field here. Once both teams are ready to play. And we'll see if we get all the substitutions sorted out here. Looks like coach is talking to the officials. Head coach Brad Sundham for Anoka. The laundry is picked up. Yellow flag back in pocket. Looks like we're ready to get back underway here. Wait for the whistle. And we're back underway. SLPCR fakes the shot. Passing back and forth up top, looking for a clean lane at that. That one's fired. Goes out the back line. You see the goalie running for it. But SLPCR did have a player back there. We'll wait for players to get back into position, get the ball back into play here. And thought about a shot, but then thought better of it. Passed it back up top. This shot is saved. You can hear that one from up here. Another great save. Ball on the ground back in the crease there. Rostad, a couple key saves there to keep a clean sheet at this point. Rostad takes his run all the way up to that restraining line and passes it forward to Zoller. Zoller now into the attacking zone. Check misses from SLPCR. He checks to make sure he still has the ball. Fires a shot that bounces down wide and out of bounds. Stop on the clock with 2:08 here. Anoka brings the ball back in. Brings it up top. And it looks like we've got another timeout. 2 minutes left here in the first period. We'll play 4 12-minute periods here tonight. The stadium lights are already on, so as the sun goes down and the temperature drops, obviously we should still be able to see things just fine. I mentioned earlier that curvature of the field on the left side of the field, it's kind of got a high center to it. Allows the water to run off when it rains, but definitely with a lacrosse ball rolling on the field, something to take into account. Shouldn't affect the bounce too much on shots, but those loose balls that they're looking to scoop up on the run could be affected by the change in pitch. Looks like we're just about ready to get back underway. Officials making sure everyone is where they need to be. Anoka with the ball here, so we'll get the clock rolling once again. Mishandled pass at midfield. SLPCR scrambling, trying to pick that up. Tornadoes do regain the ball. Get into the corner on the attacking third. Pass forward. Little underhand toss to an open player. Not able to handle that pass as that ends up all the way down in the corner. And he is pushed out of bounds. So SLPCR ball. Good defensive play there by them. And then we've got a flag down. We'll see what the call is on that. Got another one here. Got some unsportsmanlike conduct here. I think they're calling that check a little too aggressive in the back, and then if some words were exchanged on the field, that would have affected things as well. And we're going to time out for the coach to talk to his team there, Coach Ian Pollard for SLPCR. We'll make sure we get our clock reset to the correct official time here, which I believe is 1:36 here in the stadium. Indeed it is. Just a 2-0 game here in the first period. Let's see a little two separate huddles going on for SLPCR there. The defense being taught to you by the coaches. On your left, midfield and attackers get their information here. Officials with their own huddle out near that restraining line in the defending third for SLPCR. Anoka team all together there. Listen to what Brad Sundam has to say for them. Just a 90-second timeout that time as we get both teams back out to the field. I believe we've got one player for each team in the penalty box right now. Romecker. Penalty area on the bottom of your screen, just to the left and right of the lacrosse tent, as we'll get play resumed here. So each team down a player right now. Defensive check knocks that one out of the stick. The Anoka player as they look to get back into that attacking zone, and they do. McCardle with it. That's sent way to the corner, kept in. The foot of Tornado's player. A little scramble for that one as Anderson brings that around. That's going to be an SLPCR ball. Good defensive work to get that turnover there and stop the offensive attack. That long stick gives you good leverage for those real long passes, but that one ends up in the cross of an Anoka player, scooped back up by SLPCR just past midfield. Long pass forward to the top line on field there. A little spin move and cradle. Passed back up to the point. Long stick shot saved there by Rostad, who brings it himself all the way past that center line. Puts the spin move on. Almost brings it to the attacking third. Passes that forward. He got hit, and we're going to get another flag as we'll get a stoppage in play here. Another foul on SLPCR, 21 on the clock. Looks like a 1-minute technical. So 3 players in the box now, I believe, for SLPCR. Just 21 seconds left to go here in the first period. Anoka with the ball up at the top. Zoller sends that one in. That one's fired. Shot saved. Ball on the ground. Passed back up around top. 8 seconds left. In the first, that one's passed. Nifty little move. Nice passing work. Excellent save at the buzzer by Chris Curtis there to keep it a 2-0 mark. But that'll be the end of the first period here. We will move on to the second after a short break, and we'll be back with more boys lacrosse here on CTN Coon Rapids. Just about ready to start the second period here. Anoka on top 2-0. We do switch sides every period of the game. SLPR with possession there, and with possession the clock will start running. Ball on the ground pretty quickly as the Tornadoes grab it, and we will get a stop. It's going to be an SLPCR ball. Spencer brings that down, moves around a pick to get into the back corner. Works that ball in, running behind goal. Cradling with his left. Trying to guard the ball, defense out in front, nice pass out front. That shot low and is in for a goal for SLPCR to make it a 1-2 game. Nice pass to set that one up. The assist will go to Spencer, and the goal to Graham Truckfeller.
Scoring for Spring Lake Park Rapids, number 26.
Our officials waiting for our guys to get ready there for our face-off. Everyone's in position again. Just off screen, the official on the bottom of the field checks with the scoring table to make sure that they've got everything they need before play starts again. That's why we get a slight delay beforehand. SLPCR gaining the zone. Spencer again, using his legs to get that done. Sun peeking out from behind some clouds there. So we'll get a little bit of that sunset glow on the field here in the second. Shot bounced there by Spencer, but Rostad able to scoop that one up in the net, throw it forward. Goes all the way to midfield. We'll try to pass that one forward, and eventually the pass does connect and come through. Wahlberg with it now. He throws it back up to the point, over the head of his teammate. That's going to roll, but stay inbounds. SLPCR trying to push him out. Anoka passes it back up to the point, works the ball around. Some dramatic lens flare from the sun there for you. SLPCR throwing a little body at Anoka there. That shot is fired. Goes out the back, but it will still be SLPCR ball. The defense knocks that one down. Wahlberg with it on the top of the screen for Anoka. And that's passed back to the top corner. Trying to make a move, find someone to pass to. Defense knocks that one down. Anoka able to track it. Low shot fired, and that'll be a goal for Sam Zoller.
Scoring for the Tornadoes, number 11, Sammy Zoller.
So that makes it 3-1. Just about a minute and a half after the SLPCR team had cut the lead to 1. The Tornadoes get one back to keep it at a 3-1. Scoring table getting their information correct as we're ready for the draw here. At center, you see the midfielders running in from the wings. Anoka scoops that one up. Long pass forward. Point blank save there. That gets turned around. Coming back the other way now. Defense mobs the player. Stick knocked out of the hand by the defense. SLPCR does still come up with it though. Left passes it over to his teammate, top of the screen. That'll be Spencer, gaining the front corner. Looks to reset, get everyone in position. You can hear the coach from the sideline calling the play out for his team. Let's pass down, bottom side of your screen. Looking for a pass. That goes back up top. Little fake move from Spencer. Spencer probing, trying to fake his defender out. Shot goes low, but that's saved, deflected. SLPCR with the rebound. They maintain possession. Just about 9 minutes left to go here in the second. Passed around under the stick of Spencer. That's going to roll out of bounds, and we'll have a turnover. Change in possession. Anoka looking to go on the attack now. Ball sent up. Scooped forward, but not under control yet. Looks like the Tornadoes do get it. A little collision to knock the ball loose. Tornadoes ultimately do regain that. Pass it forward, running into the zone is Peterson. Peterson passes it up top. Ball dropped there as the defense is able to knock it out of the stick. Great move there to knock the ball forward to himself and get a run into the offensive zone. Cradles near his head, moves the stick around, loses the ball but scoops it back up. He's got a teammate there. That one's bounced, and another save for Rostad as this one goes up over the goal and out the top side. The play resumes with SLPCR still on the attack. That's sent. Ethan Wassi sends it back to his teammate. Motioning to try and get a play set up here. The ball's passed back into the attacking third. Leighton Long with it now. Stick in his left, trying to cradle, keep it. Loses his defender on the ground for a moment. Long pass all the way up top, and that's going to go over everybody out of bounds on the far side. Get some subs running off the field and back on. Tornadoes bringing the ball up, top side of the field. Let's pass forward. And they gain the attacking third. Communication as players try to get set up there. We'll see if they're going to try to run a screen or a pass play. Trying the defense. Fires that one in, and with all that traffic out front, hard to see as that one goes low, bounces, and finds the back of the net. And you hear our in-arena announcer there. That was Mason McCardle, midfielder for Anoka. Puts them up 4-1. Scoring table's ready to go as we're prepped out for the face-off. Both players getting down now. See two different approaches to that. Scramble for the ball, but Anoka comes out with that one. That's pass forward to the attacking third. Quick pass back. Shot fired. And a quick second goal. Well, fifth goal, but second in a short period of time. It's Troy Wahlberg's second tonight. think officially that was just 8-second gap between those two goals for the Tornadoes. And we'll get another draw here. You saw the call by the official there. It's going to be SLPCR ball as we get the clock rolling. Spencer gains the corner, fakes the pass to the middle, holds on to it, fires that down near side to Long. Long finds its way back to Spencer. Spencer making a move. Spencer with the stick in his left hand, using his body to shield from that defender. You see those stick checks as they slap at the offensive player. Ball passed around behind now. Good rotation going for SLPCR. Tries to sneak around and get that one in there. Is denied. Rostad tries to pass the ball up. Defensive player there, and we are going to get... Oh, no whistle. So there's a little contact there in the crease, but they called it incidental and decided to let it go. Ball on the ground now. Anoka comes up with it. Just gaining that corner is Nate Anderson as he loops around, passes that back up as they get it to the point. And Tanner Peterson now, listening to the play call. Nate Anderson starts his run on the left, works away around one defender, fires that one just left of the pole, and that'll go out the back line. Tornado player there, though, to retain possession for them. 5:40 left here in the second period. Defense slides over to deny a lane to the Anoka player. Low shot, held onto that one a little too long, as that one got fired out the sideline. Probably a little further than he intended on that shot. Anoka still with possession in the offensive end here. Long shot there. Saved by Curtis. Defense trying to clear that ball. Anoka still scrambling for it. You see some slash in there with the stick, but no whistle. And that's passed back up top. Anoka retains possession of the ball with 5 minutes left here in the second, and a 4-1 lead. Sorry, 5-1 lead. That shot is fired. Great save from Curtis there. Knocks that one out of the air, gets it in his cross. Long pass up to the middle of the field. Quick counterattack from SLPCR as they are on the offensive end now. Zeman thinking about it and then passing it up to Spencer. The ball's worked to the top of the screen. Tornadoes defense pressing there. Wasey finds a way around, passes it through to the middle. Low shot goes to the left, out, and that's still going to be SLPCR ball. Pass doesn't quite get there as Anoka's trying to clear that out of the zone. We'll get a little scramble and a few players fighting for that one, trying to use their body to shield while they scoop. The ball gets kicked around a little bit. And it looks like it is going to be Anoka's ball. We'll see that LSM come in for SLPCR as he drops back to defend. Anoka gains the zone, little spin move there, but not able to keep the ball in his cross. That's down on the ground. The defense looks to scoop that one up. And eventually they do. That ball's fired up to Spencer. Just past midfield as he looks to make a move. Switches hands with his cross. Might have a lane, but thinks better of it. Fakes the pass, hangs onto it, fires the shot. That one goes high and wide out the back. But again, there is a blue-shirted player there to hang onto that. SLPCR looking to get another goal here. Cut into that lead before the half. Zeman fakes a run, passes out front, but that's not handled cleanly. Ball on the ground. Scooped up by the defense of the Tornadoes. Looking to have some room, and that's passed it back to Rostad. Rostad sends it over to his defense on the top side of the field. Long run here. Hirsch shrugs off the check, but loses the ball. That's scooped up by SLPCR. Pass out front, but the defense is there to snake that one, get it out of the way. Good position for Olsen as he's able to grab that. He fires it back out the back line. However, that pass is going to end up in possession of SLPCR. So they've got it behind the net now. Down in the left corner. Romaker motioning for his teammates. Looks to make the spin. And does. Long, excuse me. And that shot's out the back line, out the corner. SLPCR still with the ball in the attacking end here. Trying to shrug off those checks, get underneath. Cradles effectively, gets the ball back up to left. 2:10 now. Left runs into some defense, passes that back up and out to Ace. See those stick checks, defensive pressure from the Tornadoes, looking to maybe push him out of bounds, get him to drop the ball. Ace spins out, goes back to the center of the field. That's passed forward, in, point blank, great pass. Great shot, and that's going to be a second goal for SLPCR. Make it 2-5. So Henry Leff, sophomore midfielder, scored that goal. I think 1:48 on the clock there. Before the half, 2-5 definitely better than 1-5. They look to see if they can add another one before halftime here. Now the sun has finally gone down behind those trees, so the cold spring air can set back in. The officials doing those stick checks. They're looking for is you'll see him check a ball in the pocket there, holds it up to his eye. The ball can't ride too low down in the net there. They also check stick lengths. And it looks like we've got an infraction on the stick of Owen Spencer. So it looks like his cross is too narrow on that stick. You see him trying to stretch it as he goes off the field there. So with the penalty on SLPCR. Oh. Coach down there giving him a hand with it now. So it will be Anoka ball. Free release here. The whistle starts the clock again. 2-5, 1:46 left to go now. Anoka steps forward, gets the zone. Passing the ball around. Wahlberg sends it up top. Gets the ball back from his teammate on a single bounce. Scoops that up. Pass back to the bottom side, sent around behind the net. That one passed all the way around the world there. Passing the ball clockwise now. Looking for a hole in that defense. Good play, screen. As you saw, McCardle ducked down there to allow his teammate to shoot over him. Still Anoka ball. As Tornadoes bring that one in. Throw it back up top. That pass goes inside. Low shot, I believe, went off a player. Bounces out of bounds, but it'll still be still Anoka ball. Under a minute left now in the half. Tornadoes still on the attack here. That's passed behind the goal. Defense in position for that. A little underhanded shot there. Ultimately rolls and goes out of bounds with 37 and change left on the clock, but we'll call it 36. Anoka, good ball movement, great passing. That one bounces through two people, though. Right as I say something, of course, right? That's how television works. Anoka still with the ball, 20 seconds left to go here in a 5-2 lead. Passing it around, looking for that last shot before the half here. Pass near side. Great block. I think that one went off the helmet of the defender. Three seconds left on the clock here. And they're just going to hold for the half. So that'll bring an end to the second period, I'm sorry. Take us forward to the third after halftime. 5-2. Anoka in control of this one. They scored 2 in the first, 3 more in the second. Both goals for SLPCR coming here in the second period. Those off the crosses of Graham Truck Fowler and Henry Leff, respectively. You see head coach Ian Pollard talking to his team there. So after the halftime break, we will be back with more live coverage here on CTN Lite of the SLPCR boys lacrosse team. Looks like we are just about ready to start the third period here. 5-2 in favor of the Anoka Tornadoes. Tornadoes going right to left on your screen. SLPCR defending on the left-hand side. Anoka with the ball now. Moving forward offensively. There's a shot, and that is a goal. Looks like 11:48 officially. Mason McCardle there with his second goal of the night to make it 6-2. So they only needed 12 seconds there in the second half to put another one on the board. We'll get another start in play there. Face-off still down on the ground. Both teams scrambling for it. The ball's batted around. On the ground. And it looks like we're going to have offside call, I believe. We'll get our clock caught up. The official in-arena clock slightly off from what you're seeing on television, so we will get those synced back up for you. And there we go. SLPCR. I don't quite think got that corner, but the officials aren't saying anything, so they may have gotten in there. A 6-2 the mark now. You're in the third. That's passed up top for Left. Left with one of those goals tonight as he moves into the south side of the area. A little fake move as he dodges back. Defense closes up quickly. He passes it behind the goal. That's sent out front. Great idea. But Zeman not there to grab the pass. And get a whistle, and that ball goes to Anoka. Brandenburg brings it in, gets the corner. Attempted some thievery by Spencer there. Not able to get it out. Anoka with the ball. They are holding it up top, passing it near the center. That's passed down to the south side of the screen, and then passed behind the goal. Tornadoes controlling possession here. Backs in, looking to make a move. That gets checked. Ball knocked out of his cross. Down on the ground. Trying to scoop it back up, but he ends up on the turf. And that is going to be called an Anoka ball by the official. Anoka still trying to work that ball forward. Looking for an opening here. That's passed back behind that. Looks to make a move, curve around, throws that one low on the ground, and that is still going to be Tornadoes ball. Tornadoes trying to add to their lead. That one's fired through traffic, stays inbounds behind the net, passes around to the top. A little back and forth as that shot goes way high, up and out. Anoka brings that back in. Quick run, a little spin move, but not enough space to shoot on the goal. Defense shoves him out. There's a low shot. That one came off of something. Bounced high. Goes out the back. And Anoka still has control of it. Run to the inside. Low shot. And a goal. That's going to be Troy Wahlberg. That'll be the hat trick for Wahlberg. Makes 7-2. We'll get the draw back here at the middle. Wait for possession to get that clock started and the official signals that we are underway once again. 9 minutes left here in the third. Long shot. This one bounces up over. Our officials are going to say it is still SLPCR ball. Anoka passes the ball forward, just past the center line. Long run here. Looking to shoot. Defense collapses. Ball hits the ground. That's loose and out. Still looking for someone to control it. That's sent back to the goalie. Curtis with it now. Fires that forward to midfield. Long, bringing that forward. Long makes a move. Those fours are throwing me off. That is Romaker. Defense for the Tornadoes stops that attempt. Ball is down on the turf. SLPCR fighting for that one. We've got a player down. The Tornadoes come out with that. Ball gets knocked out. Still being batted around. Little contact, some kicking. Ball pops up. Almost into the cross of a player who wasn't paying attention. Looks like we're going to get a loose ball called here. And that's going to be turned over to SLPCR. Clock restarts here. Left with the ball, steps in to the attacking third. Looks to rotate with his teammate there. Ball passed back to the middle. Zeman takes it up to the top corner. Passed around, looking for an opening. Tries to make a move, loses his stick and the ball, and we're going to see a flag on that one. 7:02 is our official time, so we'll catch our clock up with that one. You'll see in lacrosse the players picking up those flags for the officials with their cross. Nice of them to help out there. If I heard correctly, that is going to be a 2-minute penalty. We will wait for the whistle. And there we go, back under play. SLPCR with the ball. Pass down to the near side. That one is fired low across the area. And then passed back up to the point. Almost a shot from outside. Spencer with it now. Moves around a little bit. Looks around. Passes to his teammate. Back over to Spencer. Spencer with the pass. We'll get a shot from the side. Defender in the way. That one goes out the back. Or I'm sorry, out the side. But it still will be blue ball. Again, the fake shot, fake pass from Spencer as he sends it back over to Left. Left gets it back to Spencer. Spencer down to the near side. That same shot. Great passing. Excellent save by Rostad to keep that one out of the goal. That was a point-blank save there. Tornadoes with it. Rostad gets that in his cross, passing over to the defender, trying to get that out of the zone here, and we'll get a long run top side of the screen. I believe that is Lite who brought that one forward. A whistle will stop play here. It's going to be an SLPCR ball. Waiting on the officials to signal the resume in play for us. And there it is. SLPCR brings it forward. Spencer on the bottom of your screen, behind the net now. Tries to make a move around a defender. It's popped out, fakes the pass. Cuts around on his own, fires that one high. And it looks like no goal on that one. That one's to the outside. We've got a stoppage in play. There we go. The ball was on the back side of the net. Turnover by Anoka, and that's going to be SLPCR ball. They rush to get back down the field. Steps a foot inside there. That pass not handled cleanly, but still kept in possession by SLPCR. Blue team with the ball. Down 7-2, 5 minutes left here in the third. And up top you see Ethan Weiss. Players moving around. Spencer not out there at the moment. Subbed in. Zeman on the bottom, looking for the pass. Possibly here. Oh, that pass goes a little further in. Some of the JV players playing up here as Anoka now gains the attacking third. Anoka throws that one forward. Pass is mishandled. Ball down on the ground. They scramble for it behind the CPCR net. Long pass gets that ball down to the Anoka end, but their defense is there to pick it up. They get that corner. Nate Anderson with it as he sends it over to his teammate in the middle. Wahlberg already with that hat trick tonight. Passes the ball to the front. Anoka still working that ball around. Clock ticking down close to that 3-minute mark. Bounces off the defender there, lays him out, shoots the ball, and that one goes high and out of play. Zoller's shot not quite connecting there. Anoka still with the ball. Pass up to Wahlberg. Wahlberg sends it down to McCardle. McCardle looks to run in, probes a little bit, comes back around to his right, loses the ball, knocked out by the defense. Rollmaker, I believe, on that one. And that ball ends up behind the net. Curtis there to scoop it up. Curtis looks to clear and does. A little contact, but Rollmaker bounces right off of that. That one's passed forward to Spencer. Spencer looking around for some help. Fakes that pass, but holds the ball. Ball passed back and forth up at the point there. Left with it now. Left down, bottom side of your screen. Back corner, running behind the net now is Truck Fowler. He had that other goal earlier in the game for SLPCR. All the way around to the top corner, misses that pass. That is turned over to Anoka. See the players streaking down the field there to get themselves in position for it. Anoka ball now. Nice pass forward by Anoka. Looking to make a move. Goes around behind the net. Tries to wrap around, but the defense is there to stop him. That's passed back up to the point. worked inside. That shot's fired. Off the ground, bounces high, recovered by Anoka. And then off the stick toward the back line. They scramble for it. Collisions, a player down on the ground. No flags, no whistle. They're still scrambling for it. And ball is loose. And now Anoka's got it. We'll get a whistle. And it's going to be SLPCR ball. Some conversation from the officials there on the bottom of your screen about whose ball it is and what the call is. You hear the home crowd reacting poorly as it is not in their favor, but it is the SLP CR team with the ball now. And I guess it is going to be Anoka. Coach Pollard asking what happened there. The officials giving him an explanation as we restart here. Minute left to play in the third. 7-2 Anoka. As Anoka gains that zone. Defense does a great job knocking that one out. Ball down on the ground. Trying to clear that out and scooped up by SLPCR. I'm bringing that all the way down onto the offensive end. I believe that's left on the top side of the field. Left with the pass to the inside. We'll cut. 3 defenders there. Meet Packard Rao, who sends it back up to the top. Spencer making the move, sticking his left, switches back to his right, keeping his body between the ball and the defense. Spencer now, just about the end of the half. That shot does not connect. And that will be just about enough. Long shot over and out of bounds, but that'll bring us to the end of the third period. So we will get ready for the fourth. 7-2 lead for the Anoka Tornadoes here at home. 2 goals for them in this third period. Both goals for SLPC are coming in the second, so we'll see if that side of the field's luckier for them as we have more coverage of the lacrosse game right after this. Brief break there between the third and the fourth as we get ready to resume play. 12 minutes left in this one. We'll see the Anoka Tornadoes there on the near sideline. Our officials walking back out to their position on the field. As they confer with each other here, making sure everybody is on the same page as we get ready for the final 12 minutes of this game. Once we have possession, we'll restart here. It looks like on the delay, we will get the ball going to SLP CR. SLPCR with the ball now. Working around the front. Pass into the area. Pass not handled cleanly. That's on the ground. Turned over to Anoka. Anoka coming back the other way. Long run. Fast run there for number 39 on the Tornadoes. That is Owen Phelps. Good offensive push there by the Tornadoes. Trying to get that ball, but that's passed back behind the net to Curtis. Curtis with a long clear, but over the head of one teammate. The other one is there, able to barely keep it in with the stick. Nice move there to retain possession. That's passed forward. Dropped, ball on the ground. Picked up in the stick of Rostad. Rostad running it himself. Almost out to midfield now. He's got defenders behind him, trying to check him. Rostad fires that up to a teammate. Curves around to retreat back to his goal. They haven't gotten a touch into the zone yet. Barely get it in there. You hear the coach yelling from the sideline for them. Got a touch inside that zone. Otherwise, you get a failure to advance. Anderson with the ball. Passes it around behind goal to Rostad. I'm sorry, that's not Rostad. I can't see the numbers anymore. That shot's fired high and wide. It looks like SLPCR will get the ball on this one. Good move by Curtis to get back there. So that's OSC with the long deep hole now. Bringing the ball up. Runs it himself just shy of midfield and passes it forward. SLPCR gets that touch just inside the area. Looks like we've got a whistle here. Flag down on the field. We'll see what the call is. We'll get some substitutions here as well. With the clock stopped, good chance for some players to get on and off. That penalty called on Leighton Long as he's in the box now. We'll wait for the restart whistle. Players and officials getting where they need to be. Whistle starts the clock again. Tornadoes bringing the ball up, gaining the offensive zone. Ball is passed back behind the net, counterclockwise, all the way back around to the point. Passing continues. That one's mishandled. Bounces near side, but stays in. Tornadoes controlling. Continuing to rotate that ball. Counterclockwise around the net of SLPCR. Good defending to knock that one out of the cross and scoop that one up. Looking to hang on to the ball and then fires a long pass forward over the head of his teammate. But Zeman is able to track it down, keep the ball. Defense trying to push him out that back line. He stays in. Brings it up. That one's passed out front. Looking to make a move, but passes back up to reset the offense for SLPCR. Romaker with the ball in his cross now. Tries to move around the defender, getting those checks, using his body to shield that cross as he cradles one-handed there. Goes back to two hands and passes that over to Spencer. Spencer down to the near corner. SLPCR taking their time, working it around here. That one's dropped. Ball down on the turf. Trying to maintain possession, scoop that one back up. Tornadoes defender loses his stick. The defense comes up with the ball, but then it's knocked out of his stick. We're going to get a call out, and ball goes to SLPCR. They indicate blue possession there. Romaker brings that one in. Getting checked by the defense. Ball down on the ground. Good constant pressure there from Bennett to distract him. He gets his long stick in there, but the ball ultimately passed up to the point. You hear the collision and the save. That ball is back in possession of the Tornadoes. That ball's tossed to the near corner. Rostad runs that down on his own, fires it blindly down toward the middle of the field. And that is rolled and out of bounds with 7:31 on the clock, I believe. Clock starts right back up as the ball is brought in. Shot fired by Anoka, but that one is saved by Curtis. We've got a whistle here. We're going to get a push in the back on that shot. No possession stays with the Tornadoes as they have it. 7 and change left here in the fourth. Good run, had an opportunity, but the pass not handled cleanly. It's down on the grass. Players kicking at it, sweeping their sticks. We'll get a whistle, and that's going to be a loose ball. And turns it back over to SLPCR. Pass over to the middle, received on the jump. Throws that ball forward, down and on the ground, gets it across the line and into the zone. Loose ball picked up by the Tornadoes defense. Run on the near side. Fights through a couple of checks. Comes down, makes a move, and ultimately loses the ball out of his cross. Well, offensive checking there, trying to keep that ball away from SLPCR. Gets out of bounds on its own. And that's going to turn it back over to Blue. They bring it inbounds. A little head fake and a move to bring that up the near sidelines. Does well to keep that inbounds. Cradling on his left. Spencer with it. Looking to get a touch. And it does so. His team getting into position to set up the offense there. Nice one-handed catch on that pass by Romaker. Romaker with it up at the point now. Looks over to the coach as the coach calls out the play for them. Romaker cradling up top. Motions to his teammates. That's passed down to the near corner. You hear the defense calling to each other to slide or rotate. SLPCR still with the offensive possession here, trying to create some pressure. A half spin move. Great check to knock that out of the cross. Good work by the defense on the Tornadoes. That's passed up. Streaking into the offensive zone. A good run here. Nice, clean pass. And a shot. It looks like that is in a goal for the Tornadoes. That goal is Hirsch, number 3. Makes it 8-2. 5 and change left to go here in the fourth. We'll get the draw here at center. SLPCR with the ball now, moving it forward. Nice try up front, but Rostad able to deflect that away. SLPCR looking around. Long pass. Goes way over the field and out of play. Whistle starts play again. SLPCR scoops that one up. And then lose it on the offensive end. Anoka streaking down the field with it, looking to get a touch on that offensive line. They do. That pass goes back up to the middle. Top side corner as players look to get back in position. A spin move and a shot there for the Tornadoes. That is Sam Zoller scoring his second goal tonight. Nine to the mark now. Both SLPCR goals coming in that second period. That goes up to Anoka. Ball bounces up there. Good save by Curtis to deflect that one away. The players calling for it there. Good defensive work by SLPCR to get that one. A long stick bringing it forward. Loses it out of his cross, but able to scoop it back up. Passes it forward. Left passes it back up to Spencer. Spencer comes just around the corner. And defense rotates, trying to slide there. Spencer running all the way around behind the goal, looking for someone to pass to out front. Fires a shot himself. That goes out the back. They are going to call it as an SLPCR ball. Nice move there. Shot is low into the side. Just past. Rostad didn't have to make too much of a save on it. It was just off target, but he was in position to do that. SLPCR trying to get a pass through there to the inside, but that one ends up on the ground, scooped up by Tornado's defense as they work the ball forward. Trying to maintain possession, though, as SLPCR is there to grab at it. Scooped up by the Tornadoes now. Pass forward. Bringing it up across midfield, but then pass is lost. Scooped back up by the Tornadoes as they look to reset, avoid any confusion among their team about who was where. SLPCR trying to check. Good defensive stick work there, trying to keep him out of the zone. Defense closes up as the Tornadoes pass that back up top side of your screen, just inside the corner. A little attempted spin move there from McCardle, and ultimately hangs onto the ball. He's looking for someone to pass to. Gets that pass down near side, back up to McCardle. McCardle takes a run in. He fires the pass. That one's bounced on the ground low. And that one goes out the back line. It'll still be an Anoka ball, though. 2 minutes left here. Get a little run, a collision. The defense was there to not give up the easy attempt. Referee, good to get out of the way there to not get smashed into. That ball ends up down near the middle. You hear cheers from the crowd as Anoka regains possession of that. Another pass doesn't quite make it to its intended receiver in the air, but Anoka does scoop that up. Point blank shot down low. This one goes wide and rolls out of bounds. Anoka with the ball here. A little spin, defense pushing him out, not giving up the clean shot, but then it does bounce in. That'll be Anderson's first goal tonight. Tornadoes on top, 10-2 now. Just over a minute to go here in the fourth. We'll get what could be our last draw here. Center of the field. Possession goes to the Tornadoes as they bring that one forward. That one's passed up. Bottom side of the field and then run around to the back. Back line is McCardle. That one's passed up top. SLPCR defense coming out. A couple of little pokes there, trying to keep the players wide and out of the area. That's passed back around behind the net, all the way back at the end line. Little spin move from the Tornado there. Ball lost, scooped up by the defense for SLPCR and passed to Curtis. Curtis behind his own net, sends it over to his defense. Defense not quite ready for it as that rolls out of bounds. So it will be Tornado ball here with 30 seconds left to play and a 10-2 lead. That is definitely going to be a flag on that one. Was waiting to see it, and we definitely got a call on that one. I think that's going to be 2 minutes, but there's only 20 seconds left in the game, so it'll be a 20-second penalty. One interesting thing about lacrosse, in basketball, the number of fouls you get is how you foul out. In lacrosse, it's the total time on your fouls. So 5 minutes worth of fouls, and you are out. Got 15 seconds left in the game here. We've got another stoppage. Looks like they didn't wait for the official to whistle that one. Tornadoes passing that around the outside. Back behind the goal. Up to the point. And that pass rolls toward the end line. Doesn't go out of bounds, but it will end our game at 10-2. So Anoka boys lacrosse team advances with the win here to a 2-1 record. Their next game is at Centennial Monday the 26th. And they'll take that 2-1 record with them. St. Louis Park. Spring Lake Park. There we go. Spring Lake Park. You can tell what part of the Twin Cities I grow up in. Spring Lake Park, Coon Rapids drops to 0-2 with the loss here tonight. They next see Roseville on Monday the 26th, but that will be a home game for the boys lacrosse team. So, SLPCR scoring both of their goals in the second period. Anoka scoring 2 in the first, 3 in the second, 2 in the third, and 3 in the fourth for that 10-2 final. We appreciate you checking out our sports coverage here on CTN Lite and on CTN Sports. On behalf of the crew, I'm Jeremy Smith. Have a great night.